Next week's episodes of Coronation Street feature emotional scenes as Sam Blakeman, struggling with psychosis, traps himself and Roy Cropper inside the café. Nick Tilsley, along with Leanne and Toyah Battersby, desperately attempts to reach him, but the question remains, can they calm Sam down before the situation spirals out of control? Actor Ben Price stayed quiet about how the storyline ends, though he opened up about a major behind-the-scenes change involving Jude Riordan, who plays Sam. According to Price, the show has encouraged the young actor to take more control over shaping both the storyline and his own performance. Price explained that moving from being a child actor into more mature storylines can be challenging, especially as actors grow older and their roles become more demanding. He praised the storyline for helping bridge that transition naturally. He revealed that the pair spent a lot of time discussing scenes together, focusing on what each moment needed emotionally. Price recalled filming an earlier breakdown scene with Jude, where he encouraged him to fully embrace the intensity because the storyline now belonged to Sam's character. He admitted that when Jude was younger, he often guided scenes more heavily, but now he sees Jude leading the emotional weight of the story himself. Price described the experience as both a privilege and a responsibility for the young star. He mentioned there was a difficult hurdle to overcome during the first few scenes, but Jude quickly found his confidence and delivered impressive performances. He also shared how rewarding it has been watching a young actor discover his strength in such a serious adult storyline. Price praised Jude's talent, professionalism, and calm attitude on set, joking that he also has a bit of a Platt in him. According to Price, working alongside such a talented young performer pushes him to improve as an actor too. He further teased that viewers should prepare for several heartbreaking scenes ahead, promising that the soap handles the sensitive storyline with real care and respect. Earlier this year, Jude Riordan also revealed that he had temporarily been using crutches after suffering a fractured ankle. Carl Webster's chances of redemption are quickly disappearing as he slides back into his dangerous old habits in Coronation Street. Carl Webster is trouble, the kind of man capable of betraying his own family without a second thought. Having an affair with his brother's wife was already unforgivable, but his list of crimes goes far beyond that. This is the same man responsible for a hit-and-run involving Tyrone Dobbs, and things only became darker from there. Carl previously caused a devastating multi-vehicle crash while drunk, resulting in the death of the local vicar, before manipulating his vulnerable mother into believing she was responsible. His reputation has become so toxic that he was recently included among Coronation Street's most sinister villains in the soap's major murder mystery storyline. He stood alongside dangerous figures such as abusive Theo Silverton and manipulative predator Megan Walsh. Even Debbie Webster finally reached the end of her patience with her son's behavior. Hoping to get rid of him for good, she handed Carl an envelope containing £2,000 and told him to leave Weatherfield behind. Kevin Webster, however, refused to let Carl walk away with Debbie's money. Determined to protect his sister, Kevin secretly stole the cash back so he could return it to Debbie. Humiliated and furious, Carl decided to strike back. Sneaking into his uncle's garage, he tampered with one of the vehicles in what was essentially another deadly act aimed at Kevin. Fortunately, Carl never got the chance to finish sabotaging the car. Before he could complete the job, someone disturbed him and accidentally knocked the jack supporting the vehicle, causing the car to collapse directly onto him. That mystery person turns out to be Tyrone Dobbs, though Tyrone has no intention of admitting his involvement. Revealing the truth could easily make the incident look like revenge. Anyone hoping the near-fatal accident might finally change Carl for the better clearly doesn't know him very well. Although he pretends to have lost his memory after the incident, Carl already suspects Tyrone is hiding something and becomes determined to uncover the truth. While Carl arguably deserves answers about who caused the accident, pretending to suffer memory loss while intimidating one of Weatherfield's kindest mechanics hardly suggests he's becoming a better person. And things are about to become even worse. Cars have always brought trouble into Carl's life. Alongside his previous hit-and-run and deadly crash, he also spent time involved in illegal car deals with career criminal Fiona Morley, who supplied him with unsafe vehicles. That criminal business eventually collapsed when Kevin and Ronnie attempted to frame Carl as the mastermind behind Fiona's operation. Their scheme failed after Ronnie lost his nerve, leading Fiona to expose the entire plan to an enraged Carl. Upcoming Coronation Street scenes will see Carl tempted back into criminal activity once again, all because he desperately needs money. A resentful Kevin later informs Carl that another garage has requested a work reference for him. Unsurprisingly, Kevin refuses to help his brother. Moments later, Carl receives a phone call from Fiona, who offers him another shady opportunity involving dodgy vehicles. The real question is whether Carl can resist returning to his criminal lifestyle, though deep down, everyone already knows what choice he's likely to make. Fizz is left completely stunned as Tyrone finally confesses a devastating secret in upcoming Coronation Street scenes. Although Theo Silverton was far from well-liked, his shocking death continues to impact more residents across Weatherfield as the murder investigation deepens. 6 major suspects currently sit at the center of the case, each having their own powerful motive for wanting Theo dead. Among them is Todd Grimshaw, who spent months suffering emotional abuse, manipulation, and intimidation at Theo's hands. Theo's former wife, Danielle Silverton, is also under suspicion, along with George Shuttleworth, who has always acted as Todd's biggest supporter. Christina Boyd, Gary Windus, and Summer Spellman also find themselves caught up in the investigation after their own complicated connections to Theo. Beyond the main suspects, Theo's murder has caused chaos throughout the entire street. Because the killing happened on the same evening as Swarla's wedding celebration, many Weatherfield residents have become tangled in the mystery. Ryan Connor recently admitted he spotted Danielle on the street the night Theo died, while troubled teenager Brody Michaelis was arrested after stealing Todd's missing phone. Now, Tyrone Dobbs has unexpectedly become involved after Summer was questioned by police about her whereabouts on the night of the murder. Feeling pressured during questioning, Summer insisted that Theo was still alive when she left his flat that evening. She then suddenly remembered that Tyrone could confirm her version of events. Unfortunately, things quickly went wrong for Summer. When Detective Lisa Connor Swain arrived at the Dobbs' home to verify the story, Tyrone nervously claimed Summer must have mistaken someone else for Theo. Fizz immediately sensed that her husband was hiding something, even if the detective failed to notice his nerves. She challenged Tyrone directly and demanded to know the truth, but he insisted he was being honest and claimed he would never lie about something so serious. However, a later flashback exposed the truth. The scene revealed that Tyrone really did see Summer leaving Theo's flat, and Theo was still alive at that point. His refusal to tell the police immediately raises suspicions that he may be protecting a secret of his own. As it turns out, Tyrone had plenty going on that night, and once again, Carl Webster was at the center of the drama. Tyrone has never forgiven Carl for the hit-and-run incident that left him wheelchair-bound, meaning tensions between the two men have remained dangerously high for months. That raises an important question. If Tyrone had the chance to get revenge on Carl, would he actually take it? Coronation Street continues airing on ITV1 during weeknights and is also available for streaming on ITVX.